Good evening. What we're here today to do is to introduce the dynamic neuroscreening device to you, otherwise known as the DND. As you can see in the exam room picture here, what we're doing is we're providing graded objective screening results during the diabetic foot exam, and it's designed to be used in exam rooms around the world. Most of you in the room know somebody that is affected by diabetes, but what you may not understand is what the severe complications of the disease can be. Our device, the DND, is patented. It's FDA approved. We're physician conceived, designed, engineered, and manufactured in the state of New Hampshire. We expect that it'll be an exam room standard throughout the United States with the potential for 100,000 plus devices, and that creates high-tech job growth in New Hampshire. Very important is we're compliant with the ADA, the American Diabetes Association, that requires an annual foot screening for everybody that's at risk for diabetes or diagnosed with diabetes. We're also consistent with the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is shifting the paradigm from an acute care model to a prevention model that's going to require advanced screening devices. At this point, I'd like to take a second to show you a brief video that explains how the device is used in the exam room environment.
The tuning fork was invented in 1711 and has been a critical tool in the medical field for many years. Current diabetic foot exams using the tuning fork and monofilament yield subjective results which lead to lack of patient understanding and poor participation in their treatment regimen. At Prosenex, we understand the need for uniform, objective screening for peripheral neuropathy. The development of the physician-conceived, non-invasive and handheld dynamic neuroscreening device, or DND, provides uniform patient screening by graded temperature discrimination and vibration sensitivity. The vibration tip on the DND simulates a standard tuning fork, but offers 5 specific levels of vibration amplitude to better assess large fiber neuropathy. The temperature pads on the DND allow the physician to determine whether a patient can discriminate a temperature difference as small as 2 degrees Celsius up to 10 degrees Celsius to better assess small fiber neuropathy, which can provide an earlier indication of diabetic complications. With the DND, objective screening can lead to improved patient compliance, improved treatment regimens, better glycemic control, and better patient outcomes. To upgrade your current screening methods and achieve a higher standard of care, call Prosenex today or order direct online.
DPN affects the extremities, primarily in the feet. It causes damage to the nerves, both the small and large fibers, compromises the blood vessels, and reduces blood flow. That leads to a lack of feeling, which prevents sensation from things we take for granted, such as pressure, temperature, or pain. That can lead to falls that are caused by numbness of the feet. It can lead to wounds that can happen from something as simple as walking on the floor of your house and stepping on an object. Those wounds ultimately become ulcers, and those ulcers are very difficult to treat because of the compromise to the nerves and the blood vessels. In many cases, the outcome is not satisfactory, and it leads to amputations. The statistics are alarming. $176 billion annually spent in the United States directly associated to diabetes. Ulcer care, because of the long-term nature of it, $9 to $13 billion annually. And ulcers commonly and sometimes can't be treated, that leads to 73,000 amputations in 2012 that are associated with diabetes. Our solution is the DND. We are physician-conceived to meet unmet clinical needs by providing objective graded screening and establishing a patient baseline that can be measured in subsequent visits and monitored for degradation. We are an exam room necessity, And we pack technology from 2 thermoelectric Peltier coolers and a linear resonant actuator that measures graded scale for vibration. The next picture is very difficult to look at, but perhaps our most important slide. This is a New Hampshire resident, and this resident came to his physician not realizing the severity of his ulcer. Our device, the DND, was used to determine that the patient could not discern between 10 degrees C difference in his foot, which indicated an advanced stage of diabetic peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, this would lead to an amputation. So I ask you a question at this point. If you're having a diabetic foot exam, would you rather have an exam given with a tuning fork that provides subjective, qualitative results, or would you rather move into the 21st century and use a device that's electronic that provides objective graded screening results? There is no other portable, inexpensive, suitable for mass production screening device in the world today that's able to measure both vibration and temperature discrimination for small and large fiber neuropathy in a single device. In closing, I'd like to tell you that what we're all about is saving limbs and lives. Yeah, think about that. We're providing objective results which allow a physician to treat earlier and more aggressively with aggressive treatment regimens and ultimately lead to better patient outcomes. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.